guys, welcome back to West Kentucky Blue Collar Outdoors. I'm Andy Corbin and I'm out here with my good buddy Hunter Gwynn, and we're doing some fishing again on the great Tradewater River in Western Kentucky. I say great because if you've been on Tradewater River, you know that it's just a little more than a stream right now with it inside its banks. But we still do a good job catching some fish, and it certainly brings us a few ducks in duck season when the water floods. And we're glad to have it here in Western Kentucky. Today I'm going to bring you another great product review, one we've been promising. It's going to be on the Gatortail GTR XD40. It's an electronic fuel injected motor. If you see it right here, it is the Cadillac of what Gatortail makes now. Like I said, it's electronic fuel injected, and we here at Blue Collar Outdoors, you know, we always want to give you the good, bad, and ugly, and I want to give you that right off the bat before I forget it, because I'm going to tell you something. There's a lot of people out there buying mud motors that have carburetors, and they're souping them up, putting multiple carburetors, different exhausts, and things like that on them. I'm telling you, this XD right here with the electronic fuel injection is the way to go. I've had its younger brother, the 25, with the electronic fuel injection, and I'm going to tell you guys, in the wintertime when it's cold and freezing outside, that electronic fuel injection is going to start when the carbureted models are going to leave you behind. Let's look at some more of the great features of this Gatortail XD, because we here at BCO, we really are high on the GTR. We went to get this GTR just because we had such great success, like I said, with its younger brother. And so let's look at some of the features on the GTR. Not only is it a 40 horsepower now, 900 and something cc's, but they've also got this new rig of handle that's a little different from the old one. If you remember, there used to be a box right here on the GTRs and a reverse handle, kind of like a brake grip on a motorcycle over here, that you had to engage the reverse gear or the reverse in the transmission. Now it's all switch. Gatortail has come with this model, and if you can see, show them here, Hunter, this switch. It's actually, you have a forward, you have a neutral, and then when you stop, you can actually go in reverse. And so everybody knows that GTRs are that's one of the things they're famous for, is the reverse that's on there. It's instantaneous. You don't have to wait for it to turn around like a Pro Drive, which it's not full power like a Pro Drive is, but it is instantaneous. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to love that neutral switch and that reverse switch when you're picking up decoys or trying to get fishing lines untangled like we've been doing today. But I also like this new handle right here and this new throttle lever. This new throttle lever is protected by this shroud. This protective shroud is right here over top, and it's a lot easier handle now to be able to grip. On our old one, our old 25, it was a monster. It was a beast to try with cold hands, even with gloves on, to try to hold that throttle open and try to get somewhere when it's really cold. Now it's much easier to manipulate, much easier to handle. You can take just your two fingers and pull back, and it's going to stay throttled. Also, you'll see right here, this is a trim switch, trim down, trim up. We really like that. That's good to be able to use when you're going and you're trying to get the boat to trim out. You know from our other videos that we have a Prodigy 1854, and this XD40 pushes this thing pretty good. We've got it at 30 miles an hour with two of us in here, a dog and fishing gear, and that's about the most we can get out of it, is 30 miles per hour, but that's really good for a boat that's this heavy, because you know the Prodigy is 125 gauge hull. There's a lot of metal on the inside with the catwalks and stuff, and so the XD really gets it up on plane quick with two people. We still want to do a test with three people in here, 3 hunters and our hunting gear, but obviously you have to have hunting season to do that, so you'll have to wait for our revise and review when it comes out during duck season. Be looking for that, because we want to give that to you. Now, as far as the bad, there's really not any ugly to the XD. We really like it. We think that if we get the same reliability and durability that we had with its younger brother, that it's going to be really worth the money. The price on the GTRs is about $89.95, about $9,000 is what you're going to spend on the new GTRs. And again, that's about what you're going to pay for Mud Buddy or for Pro Drive, for any of them. You can go up a little more with the Mud Buddies, depending on which horsepower you get. But for the most part, you're going to spend about $9,000–$10,000 on the high quality mud motors. The one thing when this isn't ugly, it's a bad, maybe just a suggestion for Gatortail. One of the things that I miss is I would really love to have a trim switch down on the lower unit of the motor. I know when I'm putting on the brace and everything and we're getting ready to trailer up, that I have to reach across, and the GTRs, Gatortail has done a good job. They've got a little bracket that goes around that holds the motor in place, and you just put that bracket on, and then you trim the motor down until it's tight. We would love to have a trim switch down on the bottom lower part of the motor, just somewhere down around here where you don't have to reach up and try to grab through your boat. Again, sometimes if you're short armed, you got to climb on. I know I can just barely reach it myself. Some of the standard features that you would see pretty much with any mud motor, you've got your kill switch right here that you attach to your life jacket or to your waders, which I suggest all of you out there use. That's a great safety feature, and we need to remember to use that as hunters for safety in case we fall out of the boat. But the hour meter up here, again, the thing that I really love about the new GTR is that all the wires and things that used to be exposed on each side are now shrouded. You've got your plug wire right here that comes out a little bit. It's pretty much the only thing that could catch on a limb. Everything else has a plastic shroud around it, and we've had this in the limbs over the last few weeks, and it doesn't hang or anything grab on it. You can see some scratches on the side of it right there where we took it through some of the backwater, just trying to see what it would do in the shallows. Now, in the shallows, again, the 40 with this real heavy boat, we have been in the shallows and it goes pretty good. Again, I don't know if more horsepower would help you with where we were. It dug out from when we got into some real shallow water when the boat was on kind of an island. But I think with any of them, you're going to have to work to try to get off of things like that. I never powered it down. I never got it where I didn't feel like it had power to push out. So I really do enjoy the XD, really do enjoy the Gatortail. Again, about the only bad that we can think of is that we really would like to see a trim switch down lower somewhere when we're trailering the boat and trying to get the motor ready for travel. Hey, we love the XD. We love Gatortail. They've always been really good to us, and they've started a lot of times when the Mud Buddies wouldn't. I know my buddies have always been a little upset about that because my GTRs would go where their Mud Buddies would not start in the cold. Hey, that's the good, bad, and the ugly on the Gatortail GTR XD40. Hope you guys have been watching our YouTube channel. Subscribe to that. Check out the other things that we've been posting on there. And we love it when you guys make comments about things, good or bad, either one. We're up for some constructive criticism as well. So you get on, give us your comments. We're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, and we're on Twitter. And we would love to hear what you guys would have to say. So, Facebook, all those good institutions that we know and love, and we love to know more about. You get on and you give us your comments and check out what we're offering. Hey, we love you guys out there. Thanks so much for watching what we're doing, and we'll see you next time. God bless you. Have a great day.